Hello, everyone. Hola, mundo. Welcome, world. Again, this is Jackie Bouvier, and I'm excited to have here with us on Voces Poderosas 2023, the Hispanic Heritage Month edition, Veronica Torres Hazley. What an honor to have you. What a pleasure. And I just want to introduce to you someone that is just an amazing healthy Latina lifestyle coach, entrepreneur, CEO. She's just an amazing woman all around, doing so much, a consultant. Hey, chica, and I'll let her tell you more about that. And thank you for allowing me the opportunity to interview you and to spread your wealth of knowledge and expertise with the world. So, let me ask you, who are you? What is your story? What does Hispanic Heritage Month mean to you and your culture? Because as you know, as Latinas, Latinos, Hispanics, we are all Hispanic. We're united. We're amazing, familia, but we have different cultures, right? And we portray that differently. Why don't you share that with us, Veronica? Welcome, Veronica.
Thank you. I'm so excited to be here, Jackie. This is awesome to just to get to share, right? I think storytelling is so important, especially during Hispanic Heritage when we have spotlights on our culture, and just makes me, get even more excited to be able to introduce what I'm doing here in Dallas. Pero as a Mexicana, as a Chicana, being from Texas, I know we get referenced in that way too. For me, Hispanic Heritage Month has always been an opportunity. I mean, we're Hispanic year round, right? For me, I can't, turn away from being Hispanic or being Mexicana or being Tex-Mex or whatever that looks like. But I have a great opportunity during this time of the year to share that story and amplify it with all the momentum that we have with the rest of the country celebrating Hispanic Heritage Month. So it's really special for me. And it has been since, growing up. My grandparents have always shared the excitement behind, especially around the independence of Mexico and like all the great things that come from that, but our opportunity to share our story.
Absolutely. And just tell me more about your story. Who are you? What
Yeah.
do you
So,
do?
right. Let's start with that. So, as you
Mhm.
mentioned, I wear many hats. For one and foremost, I'd like to tell everybody I'm your sister first and foremost. I'd like to start off with being that. That means I collaborate with you in every sense of a way when it comes to doing business, doing things in the community and advocating for who we are as women and as Latinas in Dallas. I actually am the founder of Hey Chica, which you probably said. I know it's catchy. I love saying that. So Hey Chica to all my chicas out there. It's a nonprofit that was started in 2015, 16 as a Latina collective that actually started with the Leadership Summit. I saw, being working in corporate America, I saw the gaps with when you're in an executive level, not in the C-suite, you're kind of like a director or a VP in an organization. There wasn't a lot of opportunity for training, for advancement, or just mentorship for women to move up the corporate ladder. And I worked for a tourism Visit Dallas at the time. And I was really interested in how I would go to all these amazing conventions and events, but nobody looked like me. And there were amazing parties like from Super Bowl or things like that that were happening. And there were no Latinas in the room. And it really made me sad. So I really wanted to produce and create something like that that had the same aesthetics, the same vibrancy and feel. And I wanted to do it for women who were in the corporate, sort of in their corporate careers, and then pouring back into them as well. So that's how Hey Chica started, as a summit that grew into a
Wow.
movement. We call it the movement now because it spilled into advocacy. We get behind the Latina voting campaign. We get behind issues that matter to Latinas that are nonpartisan, but that actually get women engaged in the community they're in. And self-care. I own a yoga studio and a fitness brand in Dallas, the Healthy Latina Lifestyle. And I learned that you cannot lead or run a business or, support a family if you're not taking care of yourself. And self-care is most important. So we call ourselves the No Mean Girl movement. Don't be mean to your community. That's advocacy. Don't be mean to yourself. That's self-care. And don't be mean to your future. That's leadership. So that's Hey Chica. But outside of that, I own a few fitness facilities in Dallas, and I teach a lot about self-care and meditation, mindfulness, and corporate wellness.
Wow, that's amazing. And you were just teaching a class not too long ago today, right?
Yeah. Um,
Awesome. What a great movement. What a great collective, Latina collective, and what a catchy name. Hey Chica. I love it.
Thank
I
you. I
love it.
thought
Thanks for doing that.
absolutely. I think it's important for women to feel seen, and hey, chica is like, hey, I'm your sister. Hey, girl, what's going on?
Yeah.
And everybody's a chica. I tell all
Yeah.
my non-Latina friends, they're like, can I go? Can I participate? I'm like, if you go to Spain or Mexico, they're going to call you a chica because you're just a girl, right? That's what
Yeah.
that means. It doesn't mean anything other than you're a woman. And I use it as my lens because I'm Latina and I'm proud of
Mhm.
that. And it's kind of like without saying anything, it's telling you, hey, I see you, as a Latina sister or just as a non-Latina, I still see you as a sister.
That's amazing. I think that's a great thing, and what an organic way to do it, right? What a phenomenal way to be able to incorporate this and keep it in alignment with who you are, right? But what can you share as a professional in your industry or experience that, something positive that you feel that can encourage, empower, or shed light on our professional Latinos? Because we are amazing. I have
Yes.
to say that, right? We are. No, I don't have to. I know we are.
I'm
And,
really
you
proud.
know, I'm so proud. What do we still need to achieve though from our professional perspective, right? So as the industry leader, what would that be in terms of your advice?
Yeah, I think it's really important as someone who is in a career path that involves, leadership and sort of thinking about long term, right? For me, it's about building a pipeline to for women. So I'd love to encourage women to invite other women into their circles and whatever that is, right? If you're on a corporate board, you're on a civic board, like how do you bring more women into the conversation and also turn back around and mentor those, just recommending them, but also pouring in. I try to touch 14 of my friends and family every week, different people, just checking in and saying, how can I help you? Like just starting with how can I help you is something that's foreign, right? Most people go and tell other women what they need from them. But when you come with a service mindset and ask like, how can I help you? And I have learned for many, many years that progress moves at the speed of relationships. And when you have relationships with women and other people in your industry or your career, all it does is grow the opportunity for you to grow, but also for you to pour in and for you to amplify whatever it is that you're wanting to do. If that's your jam. I think just having that mindset that it's not, there's no scarcity. There's not just one Latina in the room. There's opportunity. And if we're all in there together and we're bringing like-minded women who want to help or support, then it only makes it greater and bigger and better, right? You want to go to a fiesta, you want to take your friends, you don't want to go alone. So I look at it in the same way with the lens of how I was raised. Like the more the merrier, we would invite so many other people to quinceañera that didn't even know the quinceañera, right? So it's just that. It's like inclusion, it's the attitude of todos llegan, everyone's invited. And it's also just wanting to help the other person achieve their goals too. Like it's an ecosystem that we're building. And I think it's bigger and better when you come from a place of non-scarcity or fear, right? That there's only enough for a small amount of us, but kind of an abundant mindset. I mean, I teach yoga, so this is my jam. This is kind of what I go out there and do is trying to change energy in the world to receive that and know that you're not alone.
But what you just said is phenomenal. Change the energy in the world. That's awesome. And being collective and being united, right? And becoming that support for each other. And like I was saying to someone earlier, having that key, right, to open doors for others and being that pathway, that gatekeeper, right? Instead of closing the door, but opening the door for others to come through. I think that's great. Thank you so much. What a great opportunity. What a great piece of advice and what great way to unite our culture, right? Remember that what you have shared here today will tremendously inspire and help others become what they're meant to be because your voice is powerful and you do make a difference. Any parting words that you'd like to share with everyone that's listening?
Yeah, I like to just encourage women to create. Like we need to get away from how it's done or how things are made. I think it takes away from the innocence of the creation that we put out there. Like when women create or when people create, it allows ideas to collaborate. It allows energy to be transferred. It allows innovation. It allows peace. And we came here to create, whether that's with your hands and your small business or if that's sharing ideas, like the contribution of what that brings, it's so much greater. Like, just stay in your space. Don't, you have your ideas. It's okay if you see someone else with it. Like, have peace knowing that your creation is going to do bigger and better, more than you even think about. So it's an amplification of
Wow.
creation. I think it's, have that peace and feel open to create and get your mindset ready for that too, because there's a blessing behind the creations that happen.
Wow, what a true blessing just to hear that. That's awesome. The fact that you acknowledge that we're creators.
We are.
We can create. That's
Yeah,
beautiful. Oh,
it is.
Veronica, thank you so much. I just can't articulate how much your words mean to me right now. And I just truly appreciate it. I'm sure it's impacting others out there as soon as they're listening to this. And I hope you share and you're able to see that we have Latinas and women like Veronica that exist out there that are making a difference and bringing that unity and that positive energy everywhere. Thank you for your time. Thank you for everything.
Thank you for the opportunity. And I look forward to seeing more women and collaborating and sharing and just building something really special for our culture. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Bye.